Hello, coconuts. Welcome to another game of An Empty Dream, a Girl by Moonlight game. My name is Mal. My pronouns are she, her. You may know me online as Archangelic, and I'm going to be the director tonight.
My name is Chantel. My pronouns are they, them. I am playing Winifred, aka Nif, and her pronouns are she, her. And her transcendent form is Concordia, whose pronouns are they, them. And I am playing the Harmony.
I think that that's me now. Hello, everybody. I will never remember the order that we do intros and outros, so I'm really glad we have a Google Doc. I am Elle. My pronouns are they, them. I will be playing Carrie Milan Evander Leal, aka Lycos, whose pronouns are also they, them. They are the Outsider playbook.
I'm Dozens. My pronouns are he, they. Like L, I frantically open up our Google Doc as soon as intros start. I will be playing time traveler girl scientist Janice Quinn, aka Kronos. And that's me.
Hello, friends. My name is Siliqui Jaded. You can find me most places online as Fat Sapphic Bro. I use they, them pronouns. I'll be playing the unlikely hero, Calliope Rodriguez, who uses she, her pronouns, and eventually their dad, who uses they, them pronouns. Welcome back to our space here at Lantern Light Adventures. This is home to all of our TTRPG and related content on Twitch. All of our games are also uploaded to our Lantern Light Adventures YouTube channel. There's a link to our link tree in the chat right now that you can click, and it will take you to all of our various social media pages so you can follow us everywhere we are. If you want to keep up to date on everything we're doing, you can also feel free to join our Discord, which is linked to the chat. And if you want to play with us or GM for us, you can fill out the TTRPG actual play interest form, which you can find linked in our link tree and in the chat. And once you fill out that form, I will email you back with our TTRPG consent form, and then we can match you with games from there. We will be streaming this Girl by Moonlight game every Tuesday from 6 to 9 p.m. PST. We also will be recording an audio cast after show where we go over advancement and debrief from our game. You can listen to this for free on our Patreon at patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. We really hope you enjoy it as much as we've enjoyed playing and putting it together thus far. Sorry if we're making you cry as much as we're making ourselves cry. On Sundays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. PST.
We're not
we
sorry.
we're not sorry. Just a tiny bit. On Sundays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. PST, we stream the Era of the Dragon games, not this game, our D&D actual play. We typically take the last weekend of the month off to work on editing and producing more content for y'all, so we don't usually stream the Era of the Dragons game on the last Sunday of the month. So that means we will not be here this upcoming Sunday, March 31st, but we should be back on April 7th. On most Mondays, Archangelic and I will be streaming the two of us playing video games or board games, and we've started with Baldur's Gate 3. We also have been being joined by our lovely producer, Polygeist, and we might include other guests in the future as well. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know, and otherwise, come hang out with us while we play. And then on April 5th from 2 to 5 p.m. PST, we will be live streaming a special one shot of Dagger Heart. This is the new system from Darrington Press from Darrington Press, Spencer Stark, and the folks at Critical Role. That's currently in beta testing. We hope you'll come out and hang out with us as we try out this new system. And finally, in support of Palestine, there will be a donation link to our Twitch page on our Twitch page. I cannot read today, y'all. In support of Palestine, there will be a donation link on our Twitch page to donate to Doctors Without Borders. We hope that you will donate whatever you're able as we remain in solidarity for a free Palestine. And I will stop talking now because I'm not doing it very well. Thanks.
Honestly, thank you. That's a lot of announcements to read all at once, and I'm glad you take over that because I have a lot of talking to do myself. Um, um, so let us begin. So last time on our show, we spent some time doing some investigating, connecting with each other. You had various adventures through your obligation. Helios seemed to be having trouble dealing with what had happened to him when he was taken over by Corvus. And you also investigated a vision he was having, some graffiti that led to connecting things. it looked like a image of the Virgin Mary holding an atom, and you realize this is connected to an old secret society on campus. Well, kind of open secret, but Our Lady of the Atom, um, a group that was protesting nuclear research done for the government on this campus. You, as you went through all of your downtime and everything, you, as we ended our last episode, I'll go there. You heard klaxons emanate from Kai as some sort of monster had appeared in the city of Santa Marta. And that's where we connect to their heroes. So we should start this session off with an engagement roll for the mission to see where we begin.
Oh
So
boy.
looking at that, the engagement roll. So we start off with 1 die. This is going to be a heroic or noble mission, so that's 2 dice. I would say this is following through on details. This is not following through on details directly from your investigation, so you will not get a bonus die for that. However, does it exceed? All right. I believe we're just going to be at 3 die for the engagement roll. So who wants to roll that for me?
I can roll it.
All
I
right.
love that we're all just like, eh.
I'm gonna choose my 3 lowest rolling dice so far. Because
Oh,
I want this
no.
to be interesting. Let's go. So engagement roll, is that like the full tally or lowest, highest? What are we
It
doing?
is the highest die in the pool.
3.
What?
3.
3.
You rolled 3 dice and the highest was a 3?
Yeah. I got 2 1s and I got a 3.
Okay.
I am self-sabotaging, but it is sabotaging everybody else too. Whoopsies.
That doesn't
Yeah,
sound
that
like Carrie at
fits.
all.
I don't care about sabotaging anyone else. Ha!
All right. So you are going to find yourself in the heart of the streets of Santa Marta, where Kai's kind of prescience about this kind of thing, these incursions, has told you that this creature is. However, you get there and it's just a normal street. You don't see anything until overhead you hear a screeching as on one of the high buildings, just kind of hanging from it, is this creature with like metallic plates that almost look like the wings of a fighter jet, just kind of armored over it in several places. Its mouth opens up just obnoxiously too far and screeches at you, and
Oh my god, it's Starscream.
it falls to the ground, landing on all fours. The claws are, there's too many digits on the hands that dig into the asphalt, and you are caught off guard. So we're going to be starting not from a risky position as you would before. Y'all are going to move into a desperate position as you start to deal with this creature, and it is right on top of you.
I
You
made a
d-
good decision.
Does it look anything like Max? Is there a trace of Max in there?
It does not look like you've fought. So we kind of determined that in the past you fought most of these like monsters that come from this dreaming chaos that like somehow come into this world. Carrie was kind of an exception to that rule, and Corvus as well is kind of an exception to that. But you do not see
I'm an
any
exception
traces.
to every rule.
You do not see this as somebody you are familiar with. It looks like it's just some monster, some being of chaos that has latched onto some physical object or some physical form in order to set foothold in your world and
Hey
cause
Mel,
chaos.
does Carrie recognize this creature at all? Is
I'm gonna
this one
say
of their friends?
this would probably not be one of your friends. Um, you see it as, so kind of the way the dreaming is, and you would know this as you are from there,
I am.
is there is the lords of the dreaming and the world that they have made, and it's kind of this civilization in the midst of a waste of just beings of like inspirational chaos in a way, like just whatever whim this chaos has, it makes a form and takes it on, and it's just these wild lands. And part of the strategy you initially had trying to take over here was just like send a few of those over, they'll destroy some things, it'll be easier for us.
Oh, they're still using my strategy. I knew I was smart.
But civilians start screaming and
Oh
leaving the
God,
scene.
people.
There are people here. There are high rises. You are in the kind of new city part of Santa Marta.
I think Nif Nif is going to try and kind of lead the charge in uh transcending, kind of heading in to like try and uh so I will transcend, obviously.
Okay.
Real quick. You're hiding behind something, right? Because
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
okay.
it's kind of like we'll see it, you know.
We're doing like
Uh,
the magical girl thing of like crouching down behind a car, and obviously
yeah,
nobody can see us.
yeah, my hair doesn't start floating up above it at all. It's fine. Um so I'm gonna try using my as one ability so that I can get better. Uh, I'm going to incorporate everyone into my harmony as then I go
Aw.
in and we can try and, I guess, defy, because I think at least one of you has some good defy.
Yeah, Carrie's got pretty good defy.
Okay. Because, yeah, when I lead a group action or receive an assist while transcended, I briefly incorporate others into my harmony. I may roll the highest action rating among all participants instead of my own. So I would like to try and defy while leading the charge.
All right, I've
Okay.
got a 2 for defy, and I don't think anybody has higher than that.
All right, so that gives me 3 dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because this action is starting from a desperate place, you all get experience.
Yay!
You all be able to mark 1 XP in I believe that is under sun.
Ooh, yay.
Oh my God. So that's a 3.
3. Okay. That is a
That's a
um
number.
yeah. That
Ah,
is a partial success. No, it's not. It is a failure. So
No, I think it's a partial success, actually, Mal.
I'm sorry, the dice don't lie.
They can lie a little bit as a treat.
you see, what's really great though is I took Carrie's uh action rating, and then I also rolled the exact same thing that Carrie rolled for rolling.
I'm sorry, I gave you my luck.
Oh, oh no. All
I mean,
right.
I did so well last time. I feel like it balances out.
Okay. I want to ask, is everyone else transcending before
Uh,
this group
yeah,
defy?
Carrie's gonna like duck into an alleyway, make sure that nobody else is there. Is anybody else there?
Not that you can see. People, well, I mean, like there are people running by the entrances, like the other side of the alley, but like no one's like looking at you in this
They're
alley.
gonna hold their nose, duck behind like a trash can, kind of in between like the wall and the trash can. You know that gap. We all
Mhm.
know that gap. We've all hidden there. This is a shared experience. And they're going to transcend.
Excellent.
And yeah,
Um,
That's me.
Janice transcends as well. She hides behind something
all right.
and morphs into Kronos.
Excellent. So, you are all basically, I'm asking for a defy roll for all of you. Um, yeah, as you are being led into a group action, as this thing is on top of you, you're gonna have to defy to like set yourself up in a better situation either way.
All right.
I did so
Yeah.
good.
Let's see. Do.
That's a 2 for Kronos.
Okay, that is another failure.
I lost all of my dice. I'm so sorry. Oh, yay, a 6. I
Okay,
got 2 1s and I got a 6.
But
all
that's
right.
still only a mixed success for you.
That's true because I'm sad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I'm
Okay.
trying to see how much stress I'm gonna take from this.
I think
Okay.
that Carrie's Carrie's going to try to like get on the back of this thing and go for the neck from there. Just try to
Okay.
make themselves the most annoying target possible.
Okay. All right, Calliope. What'd you get for
Yes.
Defy?
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to roll.
Smack it with your cane.
This is a group defy. I decided for you.
Oh, that's why I got confused. Okay. Am I just supposed to roll one die or?
What
Um,
rank
got
do you
nothing
have
in
in
Defy.
Defy? Okay, so 2 take the
Nothing.
lower, right, Mel?
Correct.
Lower.
Woo!
So hard to keep track of all the things. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
All right. My lower is a 3.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
a 3 is a mixed success.
Okay, so
No, it's
but
not.
if-
It's a failure.
lead a group. Roll for every character who participates. A single best roll counts as the action result, which applies to every character that's rolled. I take stress from the low rolls, but the highest is the 6. And so because I am
more stress.
yes, I am. I take 1 stress for every 1 to 3, so
God.
I'm taking another 3 stress.
Oh god, I have
Okay.
no bonds with you. I cannot help you.
I have a bond with myself. I'm okay.
I also,
Uh.
yeah, if you need me to, let me know at any point because I have the believe in me feature thing. So, like links that I have with anybody on my sheet or links that are with me on other people's sheets can be used for anyone. So, I can use my links, even though they're with Carrie, to help you remove stress.
Also,
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah, we can see how it goes.
I have 4 links with you, Cal, so I think that
Yeah, same.
if worse comes to worse, we can mitigate that a little bit.
We'll tag team it.
Yeah.
Also, you can choose to spend 2 stress to push yourself and gain a bonus die.
No.
So it's just an option.
I'm not letting anybody do that. That's actually illegal.
Okay.
Sorry, you said spend 2 stress?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could just push myself directly into Eclipse. That sounds great.
All right. So let's deal with the action at hand. This creature lands on top of you. It is easily 4 stories high. It's got metal plates on it.
I'm sorry.
4 stories?
Yes. This is a massive creature.
Okay, so story.
Between 30 to 40 feet high.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, are we doing like 10 feet is a story?
Yeah. But that's when it stands on its hind legs. It is kind of crouched down on all 4s on you.
That's actually really cute. He's got little hind legs.
So
that's my baby now. I love him.
Hey, if we can befriend monsters, I am here for it.
100%. So that is always an option. Violence is not always the answer, as we went over really well last episode. And so this creature kind of like crouches on top of you. It starts inhaling air as if to like bellow something at you. You all try to fight off, or like, how do you defy against this creature? I know that Carrie is trying to get on its back and do something.
Yeah. Carrie, I think I think that Reese played Shadow of the Colossus recently and Carrie was watching, and so now they are convinced that they can do that too.
Okay. I think that Nif is trying to get into its head, is trying to like get it in its face and like get into its mind. You start hearing the singing.
Mm-hmm.
Janice defies poorly.
No, you don't, because the success counts for everybody, right? So it's a 6 for everybody. Everybody has a 6. Woo!
Okay, cool. Can I have my defy as Kronos kind of like time blipping some of the civilians out of the way of the giant creature?
Ooh, that's nice.
Yes.
Get them out of harm's way.
100%. So I'm going to say how this works for everyone is everyone is successful in what they do, except for Carrie. You have a mixed success because of your harm. So
yeah.
you all managed to, so Kronos, you're like getting civilians out of the way, like you're time blipping them away, out of the path of whatever's about to happen here. Nif is starting up that singing, trying to calm this creature. Callie, what are you doing?
I am probably trying to put at least a little bit of distance between myself and this monster because I know that I am kind of a risk point for the rest of the party. And I don't want them to get hurt trying to take care of me. So I'm going to put my very human feeling self somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to kind of duck out of the way, um, into one like an alcove of one of these like high rises. Like actually you're just like in a Starbucks. Like you've managed to like, because there's just like the glass door there. You just like
That
close the
tracks.
glass door. So you are out of harm's way. You all succeed on that, and remember to mark your XP in Sun, all of you. So, and but Carrie, you
So
get
I'm
on
sorry,
top.
that gives us 1 XP in Sun, you said?
Yeah.
Correct. Mhm.
Because we're desperate.
An additional one or the one that we
I was
just
like, you had me do that earlier.
Just
I wanna
oh,
make sure I
It
didn't
was
double do it.
just the one. It was just the one.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure because we were talking about a lot of things that it got mentioned. So, um, right. So, I'm gonna say Lycos. Lycos, you're on top of this creature. You are on like where these like two metal plates like connect, and they open up, and you see what looks like a ramjet thruster is right there, and you see multiple of these panels open up and just emits this thrust out of it. You are going to take a harm. I'm going to say, since it was just a mixed success, let me think of what to call this harm. So you are going to take, it is going to launch you off of its back. You're going to take severe harm for being in a desperate position. And
so am I at 2 or 3 then?
this is going to be a level 3 harm as you are launched into one of the buildings,
shit.
smashed against it, and kind of slide down.
does anybody have a link? If you look under
Yes.
link, if you look under
Yeah.
links.
So that's the harm you're going to take. You can choose to resist it. You can use a link with another transcended ally. However, remember that your links with Calliope work for anyone else.
I'm gonna use my link with Janice then to not to ignore this harm tag and not deal with it. I think that Carrie's listened to Janice explain the concept of like thrust and momentum a lot. And so I think the second they see those thrusters, they abandon their plan and they try to shift themselves so that the damage is lesser, and they focus on reducing like how quickly they're going to fly against something, how quickly they're going to hit something. Like they
So-
still hit the ground, it still sucks, but they're not hurt quite as bad as they could be.
Right. So how this is going to work, you're still going to take the level 3 harm tag for crushed, but you get to ignore the effects as long as you're transcended.
Okay, great. I might have made a mistake, everybody.
And as these like jets go off, like a sonic boom like just kind of like resonates from this area. Like car alarms go off. You hear windows breaking.
What's going on with their eardrums?
Can I try to assist Lycos with this? I have a transcendent ability to push myself and choose one of the following benefits. Briefly remove an ally from the flow of time. I'm thinking that maybe Kronos could use Analyze to kind of like notice the opening and anticipate the thrust and kind of try to lower Lycos down gently to the ground, or to otherwise avoid the blast.
Okay. Yeah, you can do this I'm going to say, let's see how this goes. Let's roll your analyze and
Okay.
see if you can prevent this harm from even being done with Lycos.
Okay. And then I'll mark a stress to push myself on this one to do the ability. It's only a 3.
Okay. A 3.
Can I spend a link with Janice to give them an extra dice?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. That's a 6.
A 6. Okay. Here's how we're going to do this. Because we already had we have the harm tag, we're going to reduce this down to a level 2 harm tag.
Oh, thank God.
And we're going to call it cut up. Like you've taken like some scrapes and bumps, but you only take a level 2 harm tag instead.
Yay.
Because I'm like, as like debris is flying from this jet and everything, like you don't get slammed against the building by this jet. So
That's good.
excellent. You all have actions you can take and things you can do. But the sonic boom radiates through here. Calliope, you're nearby Paladin Pixel. On the Paladin Pixel is maybe a block from here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just giving you some details about the geography that you can choose to do whatever you like.
Okie doke.
I think my action right now is to spend my Nif with Nif, my one current link, and just kind of as I am singing and everything is kind of growing out from me, I am looking into myself and taking away to stress. And I think while I'm doing this and like this might even through the sonic boom, you can still hear my song. It's kind of not mystifying, but like hypnotizing a little bit. And you can hear it through all the rest of the noise. And you can kind of start to see like there's plant life growing around Nif around Concordia as they are there just like continuing to kind of try to weasel their way into the brain of this creature to try and kind of soothe it.
You're going to try and soothe this creature, and it sounds like you're pushing yourself to do so. Are you trying to use an ability or just
Well,
clarifying?
I've got perfect pitch.
Right.
And I'm using perfect pitch to sing to soothe the troubled hearts of foes.
Right. So you get a bonus die for that. So yeah, go ahead and I'm gonna say, yeah, you can roll empathize.
All right. And I am gonna push myself. I'm gonna take those 2 stress back so that I have 3 dice. It's a 4.
A 4. Okay. This y'all have moved into risky positions, so 4 is a partial success.
By the way, is this a desperate move still?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Y'all basically y'all moved yourself into just a risky position with your success in Defy. So that
Perfect.
was yeah. So so you are trying to empathize with this creature. These jets are loud, the sonic boom is loud. So what you end up doing is you end up having to get closer to this creature so it can hear your song. I'm going to say you are going to move yourself into a desperate situation to try and connect with this. You can, of course, resist that consequence. That's always an option, but that is the consequence of this roll. You basically try and get to this creature's face.
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
And you see this creature's face, like it's mostly mouth, but on the top there's metal plates and what looks like a glass dome over it. Like I said, it looks like a fighter jet.
Yeah. I think, yeah, you see just around Nif, around Concordia, there's just green and like blooms coming out of the ground through the pavement. Just, as Concordia, their eyes are radiant, their hair is just kind of glowing and floating, and they're just kind of, Jean Grey, like just their voice is emanating and filling the whole of downtown.
Yeah. It does seem to begin to, it's like kind of, its mouth closes a little bit. It seems to regard you and calms down somewhat. The panels over these jets kind of close back up, but it is still here. It is still free to move around and decide what it wants to do.
Oh,
And as you're taking actions in your transcendent form, be sure to mark that you've taken actions, because you only have so
Yep.
many actions you can do in transcendent form.
And am I only supposed to mark the transcendent abilities or any action?
Any action,
Okay,
I believe so.
sounds good.
Just again for our audience, this is the first time we're playing this, and this is the first time we've had a mission quite this intense. So let me see. Let me just make
Oh.
sure the rules on transcendence.
It's very fun trying to decide what to do when I know that I'm only ever going to be able to get a partial success.
You
It's
can choose to spend another link to ignore that harm tag as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, it says every action roll made with the made while transcended.
Yes. So I think that was your second, since y'all did a group defy while transcended.
Oh shoot. Okay. That's like half of my transcendence track already.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting here because I did the defy and then I did this empathize. Oh, is spending my link with myself also an action?
No, it's only when you roll. So
Okay.
mhm.
I think I'm gonna spend a link with Calliope to ignore Heartbroken for the time being. And I think it's going to be focused on Lycos is hurting. Lycos still feels that grief, but Calliope is in danger so long as this thing is here. Calliope is in the most danger so long as this thing is here. And their own feelings aren't as important as protecting her and keeping her safe. And so I think that that's how they're able to ignore that harm tag. They're focused on protecting their friend and how important their friend is. And they are going to. Does this creature have any visible eyes?
I want to say yes. Underneath that top metal panel are two small, well, relatively small eyes.
All right. I I think that Carrie's going to position themselves kind of. They're going to start scaling a building, kind of like climbing up it. And I'm going to push myself to use Brutish and perform a feat of perform a superhuman feat of physical force. And Carrie is going to try to jump onto this thing and take out its eyes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So spend 2 stress, you get a bonus die on this action.
Fantastic. So that's gonna be 4 dice, baby. One of y'all gotta roll well. One of y'all little bitches gotta roll well.
I bet calling them bitches doesn't make them want to roll well.
I mean, probably not. I got 2 1s, a 2, and a 6. So one of them was in my corner. One of them was there.
One of them likes being talked to that way.
Oh yeah, one of them's into it.
Okay. Yeah. You take out, so you make this leap. You manage to like claw out its eye and use that momentum to swing around to the other one and claw that out as well. And you can land wherever you decide you want to land from that ridiculous feat.
Harry is going to Lycos. Lycos is going to, from there, slide down this creature, kind of like when you're dismounting from a rock wall, and land over by Kronos. Give a little smile. It was only a scratch, darling. Look, I'm doing great. You should see the other guy.
Kronos just looks rather inscrutably at Lycos with his robot face. I think that Kronos is really curious about this creature as a kind of like metallic armor plated entity itself. Um, I think Kronos wants to get really analytical and kind of like assess and suss out the nature of this creature. Like, is there something organic in there under all the metal plates? Does Kronos have an idea of like an advantageous approach or something? He's trying to get some kind of leg up on the situation here.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an analyze roll.
6. Poker nuts.
Okay. This thing is weirdly biomechanical, similar
Okay.
to how Cronus feels to you. Like the like what looks to be like sinew is actually like rubber tubing and things like that, hoses and various things. But you're looking at it and you see like the sun just like glints on this dome up top, and you see that there is a pilot in there. um the the mask that has like they would normally wear has like just overtaken the whole face. um Kind of like HR Geiger, like space jockey kind of situation. Like it's just this massive helmet over the face with a tube coming out. um you see probably what is the thing, whatever this monster attached to is this pilot.
Okay. Here's what I want to do. I want to do some time travel hijinks. I'm going to burn my armor, my special armor. Oh, I guess, and I'll mark a transcendent track to invoke saw it coming. You can expend your special armor to resist any consequence relating to blah blah blah. To be in 2 places at once, or perform some similar feat of time manipulation. What I would love to see happen is for Kronos to see this, to understand this, and then suddenly define all logic. Janice Quinn steps out of the shadows behind the pilots in the dome, and like I would like to see her like conk him with a fire extinguisher or some in some way like battle for control over the creature.
Beautiful. I love that so much. Okay. So yeah, now I mean, honestly, you spend the armor, you get to do that. Like you spent the resource. I'm not going to require a roll for that. You are now wrestling with the pilot of this creature, and you all from the outside see that this creature reacts almost in kind. It like kind of like palms at its face and starts slashing at the buildings and things. But it is not quite as adversarial. You are now I'm gonna say that moves you all into a controlled position.
Cool. Can we say narratively for spending the armor, like Kronos goes in, and the creature like bats it aside, like I don't know, got like a dent in its armor or something.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
cool. I love that.
Carrie's very confused. Carrie's looking between Kronos and Janice. It's a little bit like a dog who sees its own reflection and is suddenly confronted with a reality it should not have any business knowing.
Or like one of those videos where like a small child sees their father after they've shaved their beard for the first time. And they're like,
Oh yeah. Just like constantly looking between the two.
I can continue to do battle as Janice unless someone else wants
Yeah.
to take an action.
Calliope, what are you up to?
Yeah.
Well, I was hiding in the Starbucks apparently. So, have I what do I see from where I
My
am?
throat's getting really dry. I could use a frappuccino over here.
Just come back with a drink holder.
Yeah, so let me think for a moment. So what you can see from here is that your friends are fighting this thing. It has you see that Kronos just like lands a hit on it, and it rears itself up like back onto its hind legs again, and it is like palming at the head. Carrie is like sliding down its chest. Nif is singing at it. um
These are all very different actions that we're taking.
Yeah, it's a hilarious mix of actions there.
We are
Kronos
all
is
from
finding-
very different shows.
Oh yeah, Kronos is like intellectually analyzing it and finding the weak points. Nif is using the power of friendship, and Lycos is just beating the shit out of it.
I feel like I would probably come back out, but trying to still kind of keep a bit of a distance, but there's also at least a bit of a drive to help in some way, but at the same time struggling with the I don't know what I can do because I can't do things like they can. So having this weird internal struggle while kind of trying to make my way back out and figure out if there's anything I can do that's helpful.
Yeah, you are here. You're looking at this. Now that you've stepped out into the scene, you see that even though they are succeeding against this creature and are pushing it back, things are getting damaged left and right. People's vehicles, apartments over buildings. Maybe there's something you can do to pull this creature away from a populated area.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I mean, we're in the middle of like smack dab in the middle of the city. Is there even areas where things would be less damaged?
So to give a little bit of the geography of this, there is the San Joaquin Bay. There is a beach, probably like 4 blocks from here. The new city like kind of abuts this beach area, and the old city is on the other side. So it's beach city, old city.
All right, cool. How is everyone in the Starbucks behaving?
Most people are just like the barista is like locked themselves in the back of the Starbucks. There are people who have like taken like tables and are just kind of hiding behind there. A few people just ran out and tried to get as far away from here as they could.
All right, cool. I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna grab I'm gonna grab like a handful of random free like packaged baked goods sandwiches. You know, they've got like little snack stuff at the counter. I'm just gonna grab a handful of stuff and I'm gonna walk outside and I'm gonna go up to not like I'm gonna get close enough within throwing range and try to start just throwing random food items at the monster to try to get its attention and then make my way toward the beach in hopes of trying to draw it this way.
Okay. Um, I'm going to say that this is either express or flow that you're trying to do.
Well, I got nothing in either, so let's do flow.
Okay. You can choose to push yourself. You can people can also spend links if they have them with Calliope to help.
I'll give Calliope a link.
So you get a bonus die for that.
So that is 2 die total or 3 die total?
So if you have no dots in it, you're now at
Correct.
1, just a single die instead of the disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, okay. Because normally you would roll 2 and have to take the lower.
Can I also
Okay.
spend a link with Calliope to give an extra boost?
Yes, you can.
Yay! Have
So
more
now-
boosts.
So now you're at 2 dice.
All right. 2 dice. Let's see how it goes. That's a 5 and a 6.
That's you do it. Like
Fantastic.
you are throwing goods. Its eyes have been clawed at. It doesn't know where it's going, so like it feels this thing being pelted against it and starts like moving towards it, just like one arm slamming down, just crawling towards you as you are doing this. And you rolled flow, so like you are just like strategically hiding behind different objects in the street, like trash cans, cars, things, as you are just like ducking and then pelting it at it to kind of lead it out of this densely populated area and towards the beach.
Woohoo! Calliope would actively be going, woohoo! Because having a great time.
what's everyone else doing as this creature is it's still like trying to like swat at things and still making a mess. So what would y'all like to do?
Concordia is continuing to sing. Is continuing. I think though, seeing kind of Janice end up in the pilot seat, you know, I think Concordia would be like trying to kind of focus in on that person, so not like at the whole creature, but like specifically at that pilot.
Okay.
So I think more perfect pitch.
Yeah. Yeah, you
More.
get a bonus die for your ability in it. So yeah, why
Yep.
not? So you're trying to reach out. I guess that's another empathize roll.
That's a 3.
3. A 3 is a failure.
Yep.
So you reach out and something bellows inside of this creature and it creates a dissonance in the music that you are singing. The vibrations just clash and fall apart. The resonance just rumbles in this street. um You'll move things into a controlled position. So
Can I?
luckily you're in a controlled position. So what will happen is that this now moves to risky again. It starts like it kind of hones in on where you're singing from, and this bellowing, and it's the bowels of this creature just like its face now turns towards you as it tries to like bite at you, but it hasn't quite got to that point yet.
I think that Lycos immediately puts themselves in between the thing and Concordia, and as it tries to as it starts to lunge and opens its mouth, is there anything that seems softer than the other parts? Anything that seems more sensitive?
Yeah, definitely on the inside, it's more, you actually see like computer components and tubes and things. You could probably rip that out.
I think that Carrie is going to run into its mouth and start ripping things out from the inside. So Lycos jumps down, finally gets down from where they were, right in front of Concordia as it's lunging at them, and immediately, like, I think gets in between it and Concordia, looks over, says, "Don't worry, I've got a plan." And then just launches themselves right into this thing's mouth and starts ripping at it.
I have a ton of links with Carrie, so I'm going to go ahead and burn 1 to give him a +1 on this action.
Excellent. I'm gonna say this is Defy. You have
All
a
right,
bonus die in
great.
it.
Oh, I have so many dice. Oh, no. Come back. Another 6, baby. I got 2 1s, but it doesn't matter because I got a 6. Haha.
Excellent. Trying to. Okay. You manage to rip like things, sparks start flying. You smell jet fuel and like just some.
Carrie,
Go ahead.
Carrie's gonna try to. Yeah, they're dumb enough to do this. They're gonna try to get the sparks near the jet fuel to try to start a fire from the inside.
So you do this. Okay, you just like you see that you smell the jet fuel and you're like, okay, and you just pull this component out that like high voltage arc just comes across it, lighting a fire. You just kind of like leap yourself backwards out of this mouth back onto the street as a fireball just like emits from the mouth of this creature. It opens its vents to try and vent off the fire inside of it.
You do realize smoking is bad for you, right?
Oh my god. So this creature just kind of stumbles, is trying to keep up with the amount of successes we've had. So I think
Like,
that yeah, this is going to take out this creature.
oh man, yeah.
So it just kind of like explodes and the creature just kind of like it tumbles down. The metal plates start falling off, but they don't fall off as pieces. They fall off and turn to like ether as they hit, as this is a creature of dreaming. This is a manifestation. It all starts falling apart.
Is Janice
And
okay?
um well, so Kronos seems okay. From your position, you can't really see Janice inside the cockpit. Um
Immediately running over to where the rubble starts falling, looking for Janice.
Is that other pilots still in the cockpit with Janice?
yeah, so as Janice, you're seeing this from the inside. The helmet starts forming back into like a normal standard like jet pilot helmet. The like pilot reaches up and she like takes the mask off. She just takes in a bunch of breaths and but goes like unconscious
Okay.
as this seems to be things are starting to the initially like the cockpit seems like it's like trying to read in a dream. Everything looked warped and twisted. The buttons changed depending on where you were looking in this cockpit, but now it's starting to look more like a normal cockpit. And then from the edges, it just like starts fading away like the memory of a dream.
Cool. Yeah, I've been imagining this whole time that Janice is just in there like wrestling with this person, like finger up the nostril, like pulling on an ear, just like rah, rah.
Yeah.
And then it happens, and Janice is going to try to grab the pilot and like drag her out of the mech, like out of the smoky blaze of fire, thanks to Lycos.
Yeah. So yeah, you easily do. Like you kind of ride this thing down as like the creature is starting to fall and turn to ether. Rubble doesn't hit the ground, but it just like falls apart in pieces. And all that's left is a pilot. She's not in a flight suit. Um she is dark skin, close cropped hair. She looks like she's just in her normal like fatigues, you know. Like she wasn't actively flying a plane when whatever happened to her.
I think Janice is going to try to drag her over to Kronos, and then just kind of like lay her down, and then Janice is going to like just like book it and run away to try to avoid whatever time paradox would surely happen if she stuck around another minute.
Yep, your timelines reconverge.
Right.
Yeah, because I mean, this is the ability you have as like being transcended in Chronos. Like you can move those timelines back in place, at least in this moment. So yeah, what would you all like to do? As this pilot is just now in the street, this creature is gone. There is destruction in
Harry
its
is
wake.
definitely freaking out because Janice is not there and they don't know where Janice went. And so they're kind of Kronos is taller than them, but they're kind of like they've jumped onto Kronos kind of like a koala so that they can get at eye level. Where is Janice? You have to know where Janice is because of complicated reasons. Where's Janice?
Uh, Janice is fine. Janice is here.
That is that is a lit okay. Janice is here, like here, or Janice is somewhere in the destruction suffocating.
Oh no, she was in there, but now she's safe.
All right, Janice, are you in there? You can be honest with me.
Um, then the like Kronos's like faceplate slides up like Iron Man style, and Lycos you can see Janice in there.
All right. Kind of grabs both sides of Janice's face. Next time you do that, please give me a warning because I was very worried about you.
Um,
Little kiss on the forehead before the plate closes back.
Okay.
I think Concordia's first thing is to look for Calliope. And is Calliope close? Have they gone far enough away that, I need to give them a call?
Um, Mal, how far away would I have gotten?
I would say with the way things were, like maybe 2 blocks.
If I don't
but I
see
can probably
Calliope,
see from where I am, so I would make my way back.
I think if I didn't see Calliope initially, I would immediately do a little brain call and just, hey, darling, it looks like the danger may have passed for now. You were so brave with what you did there. And then come back, please.
Yeah, I will definitely make my way back.
Okay, yeah, you make your way back. No problem. You start to hear sirens as the police and fire department are going to now respond to this situation.
Oh, typical. They show up after all the work is done.
Always.
Callie, you're all right.
I'm good.
Okay,
Good.
so can we get this person up?
Oh,
I
yes,
think we should
probably.
talk to them.
Yeah,
And I think
Kronos will scoop him up.
yeah. I think Concordia is still kind of trying to is still singing into the like to try and soothe them, to try and figure out,
As
so that when they wake
Kronos
up, they're maybe not as freaked out.
as Kronos picks up, the person, Lycos just kind of shimmies over so that they're on Kronos's back instead of being koala'd.
Nice.
I think Concordia, seeing that, would just take the person. Just take. Come on, darling.
Immediately shuffles back to be koala'd again.
I think you've been through something terrible. Come talk to us.
There are so many remarks I could make, but I am not making them because I am a good person. I just want everyone to know that.
I think Kronos would recommend that the group grab the pilot and then skedaddle and not be here when the police and the firefighters show up.
I think that's probably a good idea, but I think also we should get out of here and then transform so nobody makes the connection.
That is a good idea. You can have good ideas when you're singing.
So you have the pilot with you.
Yep.
Yep.
We're kidnapping a person.
She starts to stir as you try and leave the scene here, and as she does, she kind of opens her eyes and looks at you, and she immediately tries to roll herself out of your arms as soon as she comes to, and
That's a bad idea. You may be injured.
she
Look,
hits
I
the
can
ground.
sing too.
Is she familiar at all? Do any of us recognize her?
No, none of you recognize her.
All right, let's skedaddle.
Yeah, Kronos is going to lead everyone to that abandoned trailer at the back of the Arby's parking lot.
Pilot person, you should probably come with us. We can explain things, and I imagine you want an explanation.
Wait, what's going on here?
Well, you see, that's the good part of an explanation. You get your questions answered. Come on.
Don't worry. Everything will be explained.
Like good
Come
cop.
with us.
Okay, I will come with you. I guess.
Good. I mean, there was never really a choice, but that would be a little too mean to
Don't
say.
listen to that one.
You
We
can listen
won't
to me
let
all you
them
want.
do anything to you.
Free will is an illusion.
Their bark is worse than their bite.
I guarantee you it is not. This whole time,
Lycos is gonna
koala'd.
Lycos is gonna get a very sharp in their head that nobody else can hear.
Yes, my bark is much worse than my very sharp bite.
And yeah, Concordia is just kind of gently leading this person away, arm around them, humming.
I do think that the threats are significantly undermined by the fact that Lycos has not let go of Kronos and is still wrapped around it.
Still just koala,
Yeah.
like a little Joey A little
Oh
violent
yeah, just
Joey.
firmly not letting go.
So where are you going to take her?
The trailer at the back
Oh.
of the
The
Arby's.
trailer at the
Yeah,
back of the
yeah.
Arby's parking lot.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, you take it. I mean, you kind of described this to me. It's now your trailers.
I think that it's like somebody's cousin's friend's trailer that just kind of got co-opted by the community. Mostly people use it to smoke.
I feel
Yes.
like Poppy probably has some kind of stoner friend that
Oh
like
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Poppy with the plant community. This is somebody in the plant community, but maybe not the side that Nif is partakes in.
Yeah. Yeah. Half this trailer is dedicated to being a grow house. So
Yeah.
I think that weed would either improve Carrie or make them much, much worse.
I feel like we just see a really paranoid Carrie.
Oh, it'd be so paranoid. They would be like those dogs after medication who are just kind of barking at everything.
All right, so we get in there. Um,
it's dank in here. But yes.
I never
You
understood this appeal. I mean, plants are interesting and all, but only one kind of plant. It's very sad.
Once we get kind of out of the way, Cronus is going to take Lycos off and set him down, and then go somewhere to transcend somewhere in privacy, and then rejoin the group as Janice.
okay? Yeah, you're in this trailer with a clearly U.S. Air Force pilot.
So
I
what's
run
it like working for the United States Army? What information can you tell us?
Janice will run to the Arby's to get a water for this pilot. And maybe
Oh, can
some,
you get me some curly fries too?
yeah, I'll
I
get
like
some.
the little.
Didn't even
Concordia
have
is
to
still
ask.
transformed and looks over at the two of you, just like, have you considered both going?
Well, I can't go like this, obviously.
Have you considered going?
No,
Have you considered going?
no matter how many times you ask that question, the answer will be the same.
In your head, you're going to hear, you seem really scary right now.
That is my intention, Carrie says out loud. And then there's like a moment where like they're looking between Concordia and the pilot and Concordia and the pilot and just kind of grumble something, go outside, detranscend behind the trailer, come back in. All right, Janice, let's go get some curly fries and a water.
Harry, it's so lovely to see you.
I know, I haven't been here the whole time.
Forgive my friends. They mean really well.
I mean, that could mean a lot of things depending on your temperaments and preferences.
Janice is going to grab Carrie's hand, and we're going to scamper off to the Arby's.
Wee!
I think that Concordia is going to trust that this person has been through some shit and might need to have something that they can kind of trust, and Concordia will untranscend, will come back down into Nif
You do
in
this
front of the pilot. Yeah.
She's what is that?
So, do you remember the last little bit?
I remember dreaming about flying my plane, and that dream got really weird, and I started taking out buildings.
So Nif's gonna pull out her phone and like go to the news and like, so that was dreaming, but that wasn't a dream at night. That
Okay.
wasn't a sleeping dream. And we came in to help calm things down. And I just wanted to kind of get you out of there so you weren't associated with it. But also, we really wanted to talk and see what you remembered, what happened. Um, so we thought we would bring you somewhere quiet so that, you could recover and maybe just spend some time thinking and let me know if there's anything from before you dreamed that you remember.
That information is highly classified.
I mean,
Even saying that much, I should not have done that.
so we're trying to stop a really big attack on the world. And I know that this is one of those things that sounds like total bullshit, but also you were just an airplane monster. Um, Provably an airplane monster. And we are trying to stop that. And I showed you that I am a human being as well as this other thing so that you would understand that we are invested in this.
I'm seeing that now. So I became one of the entities.
Yes, absolutely. Do you have any idea um, that do you think that there's a pattern from between when you became an entity and when other entities were brought in?
And who did you say you were again? I'm sorry. I need to catch up here.
Um, you can call me Concordia.
And you're also an entity.
Um, it's a little different. We're connected with where those entities are from, but we're fighting on different sides. Those entities are coming from a place that is hoping to do harm to our plane of existence. And we are working with the dreamers are we the dreamers? I can't remember, above table. Are we the dreamers or are the gods the
Yes.
dreamers?
So you're from the land of the dreamers.
Oh, we're from the land of the dreamers. Okay. So we are working with another group from that plane of existence that is working to try and stop an incursion, trying to stop the takeover of this land.
Okay. I'm gonna say first, I need to get back to base as soon as I can. But
Absolutely.
if you have the power to stop these things, then there's some things maybe you should be aware of.
I would very much like to be made aware of them. Because as of right now, we're seeing more and more of it. And we would love to have more information because we're working from the ground up here. But we
Right.
are the ones with the power to do something about it.
I'm here on orders to be a part of a project that I don't fully understand. We have been doing sweeps over Santa Marta and the Bay, scientific equipment, all sorts of people, civilians being brought on, contractors. Look, it's all above my pay grade. I'm happy to fly whatever equipment they tell me to, but I'm not
Absolutely.
the first pilot to fall to. We've had pilots get reassigned just randomly. I don't know where they went. It's again above my pay grade, but we've seen a few things several months ago, but they kind of stopped coming through. They would show up, readings, people would get really weird about whatever data we were collecting.
Which people?
And I don't know. That's all like upper brass stuff. People in coats, people just defense contractors pulling in equipment. They attach it to the plane and I fly.
So somebody will know that this happened to you.
They might. a lot of weird stuff has happened, a lot of stuff that we can't all explain.
Do you think you're safe to go back?
I mean, I'm definitely gonna get in trouble if I don't. I'm AWOL right now.
There was a huge attack. You don't know what happened.
Yeah, the base is like easily 30 miles from here, so that's gonna be hard to explain.
I need you to think really hard, and I understand that there's so much above your pay grade, but just any piece of information that you heard off the cuff, any place that you looked when you weren't supposed to be looking there.
Well, the only thing I know is that there are people looking into whatever's going on. Something's weird, specifically over the bay here, that they're trying to make sense of. The only thing,
So it's
the
pilots going over the bay. That's kind of a constant in this.
yes.
Is it always, or is it only some of the time?
Well, not every pilot has experienced things, and not every entity was involved with a pilot disappearance. Sometimes entities would just show up, they would disappear off of our instruments and go somewhere else. But every time an entity was logged, every time, we would see like the news and stuff of like some sort of attack. And, but the readings, people would get very concerned about information about whatever was happening over the bay at the moment that entity appeared. And look, like I said, I don't know what's going on, but you clearly stopped whatever was happening with me, and I'm really appreciated. I really appreciate that. All I
Do you
know
have
is that there is a contractor involved.
contractor?
Storm Industries. I don't know. I don't know what they do.
If I showed you a picture, could you tell me if it looks familiar to you?
Yeah,
And Nif will pull out the Our Lady of the Atom picture.
I don't know what that is. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Um, do you have a way that we could contact you? If I were to say get an untraceable number, and so that you aren't tied to us.
I mean, I have a personal phone. I'll just give you that number, I guess.
Okay. I think Nif will try and see if they might be considered allies by trying to speak into. Oh, what's your name? Sorry, I meant to ask.
Alice Ramos.
Alice Ramos. And Nif will try to speak into Alice's head. I have another way of contacting you
Oh,
if
that's
you're
weird.
amenable.
That's super strange.
I
Please don't do that.
I apologize.
Um,
How about only in emergencies?
yeah, only in emergencies. Please do that very rarely.
Yes, obviously.
That would be
Um,
really weird if I was flying and that happened.
Only in emergencies. Unfortunately, you can't kind of get back to us to be with it, but if there's an emergency and we need to get a hold of you, I may send you a number to call or something like that. Would that be
Okay. Yeah.
okay?
I could do that.
Okay.
I've already told you way too much. So please be careful with how you contact me.
Of course. And that's why this is great, because it's an untraceable line.
That's fair. That makes sense.
Yes.
Janice is going to pop in at this point with an armful of curly fries. Curly fries for everybody. Here you go.
And Carrie is falling behind with this giant bag of Arby's that is unreasonably large, sets it in front of the pilot. I didn't know what you wanted, so I got a little bit of everything. They have new mac and cheese bites, which seem delightful, if you'd like to try those.
Yeah, Alice, would you? Oh, Alice. These are
Oh,
my
hello.
friends.
I am
Uh,
Carrie Vander Milan. Fuck, what's my last name? Carrie says this out loud. Carrie Milan Vander Lyall. That's the name I have. That's been my name since birth.
It's my,
Carrie.
Yeah.
my
Yes.
human name.
Like I said, I'm Concordia.
Oh, are we using our other names? Hello, I'm Lycos.
She's lactose intolerant. I'm Janice Quinn. Nice to meet you.
I eat cheese and I throw up. It's terrible.
And this
They
is
have-
Calliope who's been with us this whole time.
I've been here the whole time. Yeah.
Oh, Calliope, did no one talk to you? That's very sad. You have so many interesting
Oh.
things to say.
No, it was more that we were just listening. It's fine. We're trying to get a little bit more information about what all was happening out there.
And Alice was very helpful. And Alice, I hope you have some. I'm assuming you must be exhausted and probably hungry after being in an airplane.
I have so much food.
Do you have a roast beef and cheese in there?
Yes, I have one of everything, like I said.
Right with the horsey sauce.
You can't knock a classic, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I understand that I came off as aggressive, according to some people. I hope you understand that it was a threat assessment, and you should take it as a compliment. Being considered dangerous is quite the accomplishment.
Completely understand. Like I wouldn't expect any less.
It's refreshing to meet a fellow soldier.
Airman, but yeah.
You know what must be done, and you know that we can't always accept everyone with no questions asked.
Yeah. Do I have to repeat everything to the rest of you?
No.
or-
Oh no,
We're
don't
good.
worry. Don't
Okay.
worry. Nif will sum everything up for us. Give us the Cliff's Notes version. I've learned about Cliff's Notes recently. They have lovely quizzes.
You
Are
can also call me Nif.
Are you still in school?
I mean, I'm in college.
Oh boy.
I'm
Okay.
studying anthropology. And before you go off thinking that you're so old and I'm so young, I have been around for millennia. I have seen nations rise and fall. I am older than you will ever comprehend. Understand that.
She looks to like Concordia and is are they for real?
They are. They're
That's weird.
actually a very powerful being. But hey,
Love has made me weak.
also, just think, we have at least one very powerful, very ancient being on our team, despite us being students. But hey, whoever can save the world will save the world. And that'll be us.
If it helps at all, I'm hopelessly ordinary.
You are not hopelessly ordinary. You are extraordinary. There is no one who is a more empathetic soul than you. You are very clever. I think that you go out of your way to make people feel good, and that is a very extraordinary trait. I have met many ordinary people, and you are not among them.
I appreciate that, Carrie. Thank you.
So, Alice, do you have a way to get back to base?
Oh, I was 100% just going to call an Uber. So
Okay.
I have my
Z-
phone somehow. So
Oh, yes, that's just. See, it
Look-
interferes a little bit, but it doesn't. If you have something on your possession, it's not going to just it away, you know?
I will contact you later today with a number you can call. I am concerned that something will happen to you when you get back.
Oh, something's definitely going to happen. It's going to be a cover up. I mean, best case scenario,
If-
you get reassigned.
If you find out that something is going to happen that is bad, and you have a chance to get off a call to the number that I will provide you later, we will do our best to try and help.
Do you
Okay.
feel like it's safe for you to return?
I don't really have a choice. It would be weirder if I didn't.
Okay. Fair.
You could fake your death.
Actually, that's very true. Right now would be a really good time for you to fake your death.
I mean, the thing just turned into nothingness, and who knows what happened.
But I see in your face, you feel very um you feel very determined that going back is the right thing to do, it appears.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. Y'all are making sense, I guess, but I do need to get back. That's non-negotiable. I do
It's all right. It's
apologize.
It's normal to feel nervous your first time faking your death. I've done it 22 times.
Cool. You have
It's
my number.
boring after
You
a
Yep,
have
little
I have
while.
your magic voice. I will talk to y'all later. And she's just gonna kind of get up, grab the the sandwich and some curly fries, and make her way to the curb where she's gonna wait for an Uber.
As soon as she gets out, Carrie looks over to Janice. She took some of my curly fries.
I got enough for everybody, Carrie. It's all right. Here, have some of mine.
I couldn't do that to you. I'll take some
There's an
nips.
abundance of curly fries.
I am not sharing my curly fries right now. Thank you.
Oh, it wasn't an option.
I am not sharing my curly fries. Do you want me to rickroll your brain again?
Oh, I don't like that song. It's so
Okay, then I am
repetitive.
going to keep my curly fries. Or,
Fine.
yeah, because if you take them, I will never ever give you up.
No.
And with that, I think we should go ahead and take a break. So we're gonna take a quick 10 to 15-minute break, and we will be back soon. See you soon. Welcome back, coconuts.
Go coconuts.
Go coconuts.
Y'all are in a trailer behind the Arby's with curly fries aplenty. The pilot, Alice Ramos, has gotten into Captain Alice Ramos, has gotten into her Uber.
Ooh, Captain.
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Has gotten into her Uber to get back to base.
This is how I fixed my heartbroken status.
I mean, I have her number.
Ooh.
Direct line, if you will.
As long as she stays an ally.
Ally.
You have learned about a new name involved in all of this stuff, Storm Industries.
All right, so I think the first thing
Storm Industries. I wonder where that name comes from.
we all wonder where that name comes from. All right, so one of you needs to get the little box, the phone, and look up Storm Industries. I don't want to look up Storm Industries. The last time I looked something up, it was the Virgin Mary, and I got some very weird results, and I did not like them.
I also need to find out how to get an untraceable phone number.
Oh, you get a burner phone. Easy.
Yeah, I need to get a burner phone for my contact in the military.
I knew something about technology that you didn't know. This is the best day.
There's 100% just like a prepaid phone company store next to the Arby's. Like,
Yeah.
Prepaid
Prepaid phone company, prepaid phones and vapes.
We should all get burner phones because then we can all communicate with each other and it's not just a voice in the head that you can't talk back to.
We have the group chat. I'm more
Yes, but-
concerned about this because I don't necessarily want the military connecting Captain Alice to me.
But if we start investigating the military or Storm Industries, then our phones are going to get investigated in turn. That's what I would do. And if I was in charge, that's what I did do. That's actually how I found all of you, your little group chat.
We defeated you in combat and then brought you into the group.
Yes, but before that, I found you all through your group chat. Online things aren't very secure. I mean, you didn't even have a VPN.
Sorry. Insert ad for NordVPN.
That's why this episode is brought to you by NordVPN.
not a sponsor, but I wouldn't say no.
But feel free to contact
In
us.
partnership. with NordVPN.
I know about VPNs because of Janice.
Yeah, I like to think that Janice would have taught us all how to lock our phones down a little bit more.
She's always harping about end-to-end encryption. Please stop using Telegram.
Maybe we can start a code of some sort, like the little pictures.
The emoji?
The pictures, yes.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I like the one that's the little imp. That one's fun.
I think Alice. I think Janice is going to recommend heading to the public library to use public computers that can't necessarily be traced
Ooh.
back to us.
That's a very good idea.
Do a little research on Storm Industries, and also see if Captain Alice is on the socials. She'll do some searching for Carrie.
Thank you, Janice.
I think, yeah, while they do that, Calliope, do you want to come with me and help me grab a burner phone?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we can all go if you'd like. You guys are doing things that seem important, and I figure I can.
Yes, we're looking on Instagram.
100% Captain Alice has an Instagram.
Oh, what an interesting photo of her working out.
It's a lot of that.
Okay. But remember, we're trying to not get traced from Alice to us.
I mean, I have a very good excuse for why we're looking at this, if anyone asks.
Okay, but how would you, a college teenager, find out about...
I'm not a teenager. I'm in my 20s. We're in our 20s. You know that, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yes. Look, aging is hard.
I mean, I'm not really at my 20s, but that's fine.
I mean, we're all fused with ancient dream entities. It's a little
Iffy.
it's a little iffy.
Look, sometimes around the two of you who are, timeless and ageless and whatever, I feel very young.
Anyways, I found it because I like looking at pictures of hot women working out, obviously. I'm a being of culture, Nif.
And I'm surprised that you didn't enjoy the Search of the Virgin Mary more.
Well, see, it was all a little in the male gaze, tiny waist, big boobs. And I like big boobs as much as the next person, but I need it to be atomically accurate and anatomically accurate.
Atomic. I mean, we are looking at Our Lady of the Atom. Okay, I'm gonna go get a burner phone.
All right, have fun.
I'll be right back. Anybody need a vape?
I don't know what that is, but it sounds strange.
I think we're good. I think I'm not introducing Carrie to vaping.
Carrie does not need nicotine.
No.
Carrie nicotine.
Maybe a nice CBD vape.
Yeah. I think also remembering that, I'm trying to remember that Nif is still very stressed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nif, your singing was good. It makes sense that creature wouldn't appreciate it because it had no taste. But I liked it. And I'm going to use Calliope's feature to spend 2 links with Calliope and clear 4 stress from Nif.
Strictly speaking, you all finished the mission. So
I am clearing the stress.
yeah, stress would clear. Yeah, stress would clear. As we kind of move into obligation and downtime, but I'm taking it in a bit more free form because that's just how the game loop works.
Yeah. It's fine. We'll do actual obligation stuff next session. Right now, we're going to the library.
Once Nif has the burner phone, Nif will mind send that number to Alice, to Captain Ramos. And it will be very much like leaving a voicemail. Hi, this is Niv, contacting you from earlier. I just wanted to let you know that I've gotten a new phone number. It's 555-555-5555. That number again, 555-555-5555. Please don't hesitate to contact us. Have a great day.
Getting customer service flashbacks.
Yes.
So do you want us to officially erase our stress and links and everything?
Yes, go ahead and erase the stress and links.
I have no more stress, baby.
Y'all did really good in the mission.
Heck yeah, we did.
Like y'all, like I had like an 8 success clock, like, and y'all just like y'all killed it before going. Like, I know some of y'all got real close to Eclipse though.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was very tempted to go in there to just be like, I'm gonna protect somebody and push myself into Eclipse.
As Nif is getting the burner phone, Carrie's kind of like looking over Janice's shoulder, eating curly fries. I am concerned. I mean, the best case scenario is reassignment, but obviously the worst case scenario, well, the middle case scenario is death. The worst case scenario is experimentation and then death.
For Alice?
Yes, for Alice.
By her, but by whom?
By the military. Military organizations are incredibly corrupt. I should know. I was a part of one for a long time.
Yeah. You were part of an inherently corrupt military organization.
Aren't all military organizations inherently corrupt? That's
what
what I've
I'm
been
grappling
learning.
with. They probably are. Do you think she's in danger?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely in danger, but it's not like we can do anything about it without taking on the whole government, and we can't take on the whole government because apparently there are things like morals and lives to disrupt.
I think it's just a matter of difficulty, really.
Oh, I think we could do it. We're magical beings. You can control time.
To a degree. Oh, now I'm all nervous.
I mean, they're already all very old people who are in like the higher ups, so we just need to make them a little older and then they'll all die of heart attacks. Perfect.
I can age people.
Fantastic.
And if you get a text message back that's just an ear emoji and a salute emoji.
But I'm sure it's going to be fine, Janice, and everything is going to work out. I can't imagine they're going to jump to death immediately if the other cadets were reassigned.
Sends back a thumbs up emoji. And then I think gets back to the trailer and makes sure that everybody knows everything that
Do I have to, real quick, Mal, do I have to roll anything to straight up lie to Janice's face about what Carrie thinks is going to happen?
No, you can just lie. That's fine.
Okay.
Like, it's only if someone wants to like maybe contest something, but I'm not going to make y'all do.
Okay.
So we're 100% sure that Alice is fucked, right?
I mean, we're
Pretty certain.
Carrie kind of looks over to Janice, looks back to the other two. No, we're not certain of that. There are a number of possibilities that we're exploring right now.
My concern is that, I mean, I would be all about trying to bust her out, but I don't think she wants to be rescued. And so that would just be kidnapping.
No, I know. That's why I got the burner phone and she's already gotten back to me.
I think it would be adult napping, not kidnapping.
That's just the word for it, Carrie.
Oh, fascinating.
You know,
Everyone is a child when they're in danger.
everyone is, that's very poignant.
Oh, thank you.
Against her better judgment, I think Janice is going to try to help Carrie set up an Instagram account. And just turn her loose. I don't see how this could go wrong at all.
I have many pictures of myself boxing that I think I could use. Pow, pow.
Okay, remember, no nipple, no genitals, no female presenting nipples.
I don't think I have nipples at all.
Well, just remembering that what we want is not for you to get banned. You want to continue looking at pictures of hot women. You need to follow the rules of the Instagram.
Carrie is zoned out at this point, pondering whether or not they have genitals. Because they've never thought to check. They do their bodily functions, but they've never actually looked.
Are we gonna have one of those Oprah Tyra Banks hand mirror moments? Those who know. If you know, you know.
And I do not. I'll have to ask you about that after show. After show.
After show.
For exclusive content, check our Patreon.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's free on the Patreon.
It
so-
is
It
free.
is after
Yeah.
show, free on Patreon. Sponsored by NordVPN.
No, not sponsored.
Presented by Arby's.
If I say it enough, it's going to happen.
We're manifesting NordVPN sponsorship.
NordVPN, if you are out there, I will read a whole ad read. I will do it. Just
I would like to put it. I'm going to save this piece of information for the after show. If you want to know more about Carrie's anatomy, go to the after show.
love that. About all this time on your normal phones, not your burner phones, you get a text message from the like kind of campus safety alerts kind of thing. And it says police are on campus. There was a break-in at the old physics building.
That's the place. That's the place. That's where.
Yeah, yes, that's the weird.
That's
place.
what I was talking about. Where Helios and I ended up.
Could Alice have been a distraction? We should go check this out.
Oh my! It was that is such a Corvus move to pull, actually, because see, when we were working together, I would be the distraction, and then she would really go in for the kill. Like I would set them up, and she would knock them down. Of course, she would use the distraction now. That makes complete sense.
You think Corvus is the one who sent Alice out like that?
I mean, it sounds like there's been more pilots. It's not just Alice, but I mean the timing.
The timing is quite the coincidence, and I don't.
Nif is immediately texting Helios, just like, "Hey, sweetheart, I hear there's police on campus. Are you okay? I hope you're not near that physics building."
It takes a couple minutes to get a text back from Helios, but he just texts back, "I'm in class. I'm safe so far."
Carrie is going to call Reese.
I love that you call Reese.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Does she pick up?
Reese will pick up and says, "Everything okay?"
I was going to ask if everything was okay with you. You know that I don't like the whole texting thing, and there are police on campus apparently, and there's something going on with the physics building. Are you anywhere near the physics building? If you're anywhere near the physics building, get far from the physics building.
Old physics building.
Old physics building, not new physics building.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, that does help. No, I'm not near the old.
Yes, that would be concerning for your major.
I'm not near the old physics building. I am eating right now. I mean, like the police are just over there, so everything's
All right.
fine.
There's some curly fries, by the way, that we got from Arby's. I think there's going to be some left over. Do you want me to bring some over?
Oh,
Why don't you just bring them home because they'll be cold by then, and I'll be hungry later. We can warm them up in the oven.
Oh, that's true. We can have them with our popcorn and our chocolate. It will be delightful.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. Is it okay if I bring my boyfriend?
Oh, yes, of course. I like your boyfriend. He's nice.
Yeah, y'all two can geek out. Cool. All right, I'll see you tonight. Don't worry, I'm safe.
Could I bring Janice if you bring somebody? I don't want to be the person who doesn't bring somebody.
Yeah, you're welcome. I mean, like it's your home too.
Oh, I suppose it is. I'll talk to you tonight.
All right, I'll see you. I already had I picked up the movie and everything already.
Ooh, yay.
I'll see you tonight.
Hang up. Janice, would you like to do a movie night at my place?
yes.
Fantastic. This is going to be very fun. I'm going to be experimenting with popcorn, not the kind of experiments that I previously did where I blew up a microwave, the other more delicious kind of experiments.
Non-explosive, delicious experiments. I'm all about that. Yeah, I'll be there.
Great.
So I don't know if it's worth us going to the building now since it's under police surveillance.
I think that that's a very good way to get ourselves shot.
Yeah, or at least noticed. I'm thinking we might have to wait until police have made their way elsewhere.
That will give us time to do some research, which is good. First, we should start looking into the Storm Industries people on the public place.
Yes.
Do you think that got crushed?
Do I think one got crushed?
The public library, do you think that it got crushed?
Oh, no, I don't think, I don't think so. It was on the other side of it was on the other side of the campus.
That's true. If I was going to be attacking something, I would attack knowledgeable places first, and the public library is where a lot of knowledge is collected. That was where we first fought.
Yeah, they do seem to be trying to accumulate information.
They do.
Calliope also would want to shoot out a quick text to Cameron from the Palette and Pixel, the store, just since we were close by, just to make sure they're okay. So just like a hey, I saw there was a whole thing. You good?
You get a text back and says, "Hey, I hope you're okay. Things are not great here. Front windows blown out, glass everywhere. Cleaning now."
I'll just respond with shit. I'm physically okay. I hope y'all are able to get things cleaned up. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
She'll just give you like a thumbs up back.
By the way.
They will.
Nif is gonna kind of sit close to, is kind of sitting, sidling up to Calliope and kind of, mind if I put my head on your shoulder?
Oh, of course, of course.
You're so fucking brave.
I'm trying.
You are so fucking brave.
Are you okay?
I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Who are you texting? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I was just checking in with Cameron at the art store since we were like a block away from there. I guess their
Oh, shit.
window got busted out, but they're doing okay otherwise.
Should we go help them clean?
I told them to let them know. I told them to let me know if they need any help or anything. I think they're okay as it stands.
Well, if they need help, we're a team.
Yeah, for sure. I'll let you know if they let me know.
And I think the other thing, hey, I don't know if like, because it's like the art supply store, maybe they know stuff with graffiti. Maybe you could ask Cameron if they have seen the, you know, the Our Lady of the Atom anywhere
Oh,
else. If they know of
yeah.
anybody who's kind of into that with the graffiti
What?
thing.
What stores would there be around to get supplies? Because we can track down where the supplies were bought. We can track down who bought the supplies.
Mal, was it just spray paint?
Yeah, it's just spray paint.
Yeah.
So
I guess
I
it
mean-
depends what kinds of stores we have around here.
I'll say this. It's probably closer to a mixed media, like a wheat paste stencil kind of thing that's been spray painted over.
Ah, okay. I'll send. I probably have. I assume I have a photo of it at least.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have
Okay.
sent a photo.
Perfect. I'll shoot a photo to Cameron. BT Dub, have you seen this around anywhere? And or do you know who might be making this particular piece?
You will get an eyes emoji reaction to the image you sent, and they will text back, "I am sending you an invite on Facebook," and you get an invite to it's just a group called The Artists,
Oh God.
and it's a private group.
Oh God. Okay. I've definitely got the phone like this, sideways so Nif can like read over my shoulder too.
Ooh.
Oh my God,
Carrie's
look at
kind
this.
of perched over.
Yeah, everyone's just
trying
like
to-
We've all kind of like not
I've
dog piled, but
never.
like puppy cuddled.
yeah,
Yeah.
we should have a little
Calliope.
couch cuddle over here
Yeah.
with around my
Yeah.
phone.
I've never encountered Facebook before.
Yeah, it's mostly for events and keeping track of obscure family members.
I have no family.
You have us.
And it is a group with most people chatting in this group or like posting in this group have like obfuscated names, clearly like fake accounts, and they are sharing pictures of graffiti. And the impression you get from it is that these are the artists posting their work.
Fascinating.
All right. So what? We need to find someone who's posted something similar to what we've seen.
Yeah.
We're just in the dank trailer behind the armies scrolling on Facebook.
Yes.
Just a whole bunch of curly fries.
So many curly fries.
I will say this is becoming more and more like my college experience. I was not a good student. Just leave it at that.
In a world where we can imagine anything,
Mhm.
this is our fantasy escapism.
Yeah.
Right.
Phenomenal cosmic powers.
Right.
Itty bitty trailer.
Living space.
We couldn't even be bothered to relocate to our hideout, which is much more well appointed. No, we just
Yeah.
stayed here
No.
in
Yeah.
the
There's
trailer.
the food is right here.
Yeah, exactly.
You see that there is an account that has the Our Lady of the Atom posted. And
What is the name of this account?
it says Void One. One is spelled WONE.
WONE. Okay.
Okay, I am logged into an alt account that I use solely for like school-based activities. It doesn't have any identifying information at all, no pictures, nothing like that. I'm only friends with like, the school clubs and things like that. So I'm gonna friend request and I'm gonna mark interested on the event as well. So I can get notifications.
Yeah, this is more of a group, but yeah, you can definitely get notifications from it. You don't get anything immediately. So, but you send that out, and that is something you have now laid down that I can pick up later.
Fantastic.
I'd like to rewind a little bit and maybe while everyone is kind of like cuddled on the couch looking at Facebook, I think Janice is going to um, have her like feelings get the better of her, and she's going to sneak off a little bit away from the group and reluctantly text Splendiferous Cogwell and just be like, send him just like a you good, acting like she doesn't care.
And you get back just the 100 emoji.
All right, I send him back a thumbs up, and that's it.
Oh, cute.
What I don't
This
care.
is
That
why
can hurt.
Janice stepped away.
Right?
She's-
So
As
that we
soon
wouldn't
as
nag
Janice
her
gets
about it.
back, Carrie's looking up. Are you all right? Is
Nothing.
everything okay?
Yeah.
Nothing.
What happened? Is someone dead? You legally have to tell us if someone is dead.
That's not the law. I
It
don't
is
have
my
to-
law.
that's a friendship rule. All right. No, well, I mean, yeah, like lots of people are dead. I don't understand the parameters of this law. Not anyone that we know, and not any recently.
Oh, all right, then I don't care.
Good.
As long as you're okay, I'm okay.
Super okay. Everyone's okay.
I'm exhausted.
Hey,
Can I roll analyze or perceive? Because Carrie's trying to figure out what's going on.
also, I have heartfelt when gathering information about someone's emotions. Roll +1D, and you can always ask a player, "What is your character really feeling?" for free. So, Janice, what are you really feeling?
She feels, again, very reluctantly. She's not happy about it, and not happy about it one bit, but she feels protective and maybe a little responsible for Splendiferous.
Aww.
He's just a little guy. He's just
He
a little,
is just a little
He is
guy.
just a little guy.
Yeah.
and she's relieved, and she feels relieved that he's all right.
Have we heard anything from Max yet?
You
I
have
guess
not
Max is-
heard from Max since everything went down.
Max is the treasurer of the robotics
Yeah,
club
yeah, yeah.
who, yeah.
I was going to say, I guess he's my friend more than anyone else's.
Max could be the void person. I don't.
So
I mean-
we haven't really heard anything from him since the bird incident. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
I held up an egg after mentioning the bird incident for some reason.
Can we not call it the bird incident, please?
Yes, the incident at the coffee shop.
Sure, that's fine.
I would probably actually try to retcon that. I feel like at some point in the intervening days, like the robotics club would have met, and I would have noticed if Max wasn't there.
He is not there.
Okay, maybe while Janice is thinking about people that she feels responsible for, she'll shoot off another text to Splendiferous. You just be like, hey, like, you seen Max lately? I'm showing Carrie how to text like a thumb. See, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
No, it doesn't look that hard. It looks very simple when you do it. You make it an art.
Thanks.
My old me thinking back, flashing back to T9.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's the best 9.
Such dark times.
Dark times.
Does
Exactly.
Max have a last name at all?
Definitely.
He does.
Do you know what it is?
Um,
Does Mal know what it is?
no, Mal does not know what it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Roberts. He's just a dude.
Max
Max
Roberts.
Roberts. And is Max short for anything? Not in like the sense that he has small legs, but in the sense that he has a long name and is not proud of it.
He is a short fella. His name is Maximilian Roberts.
Maximilian Roberts. That shouldn't be too hard to find.
So we had Splendiferous Maximus, and now we've got Maximilian.
Yep.
Carrie is going to Google Maximilian Roberts and see what comes up because this has gone so well for them before.
Yeah.
Does she search with her new Instagram account?
I think that starts with general search engine, then goes over to Instagram and looks.
You find an Instagram account. The picture is just like it's like a Final Fantasy like black mage. Like that's what the profile icon is. And the one video is from like 6 years ago of like him as a like middle schooler building like a Mars rover bot on like a potato camera.
Sick.
Oh, you're right. He is very short.
Look at the date on the picture.
I don't understand how time works.
Well, who better to teach you than Janice? I think Nif is just like kind of doing a little bit of a sprawl, but like over slumped onto Calliope. Just like
Carrie starts tossing curly fries at her.
Nif is tuckered out from this encounter. You okay, Nif?
I mean, that was a lot. And
How
kind of
about-
sucks to think that that was just the distraction.
You can get some rest, and Janice and I can go to the public library and research Storm Enterprises Corporation business words. I wrote it down.
Industries, Storm Industries. They're a
Industry.
contractor working with the military. It also is so scary to think that, I mean, we've fought a lot of these things, but it sounds like there's a lot of them that we didn't know about. I
It's a
mean,
cover up.
when Alice said, I became one of the entities, I'm like, oh shit. Well, I'm going to try and talk like I know what they are, but I didn't.
They're just the little dreaming things,
Well, but it
the-
sounds like there's been more like her. Pilots that have gone missing, pilots that have become entities. And the fact that this is happening and we weren't aware of it.
I've always kind of figured they were after us. And so for there to be some that we don't know about really does
That's
kind of
very self-centered of you all.
well,
They're not after anyone here, they're after Earth. Earth itself is an abomination to them, and it needs to be transformed into their image.
and we just happen to be in the right place at the right time to intercept them.
You happen to be people who were reached out to, people who now fight.
Well, then
It
maybe we
isn't
need to be
some-
doing a better job.
Perhaps. I don't think any of you understand how taxing it is to be someone's mirror image, to be the worst version of something, to look at something so shining and so beautiful and so seemingly perfect, even in its imperfections and its flaws and its inadequacies, and to look at yourself and know that you are everything twisted and terrible about it. It's maddening. It's nothing personal, it's just no one likes being the worst copy. No one likes being the inferior version.
That's what the earth is to you. It's the shining version.
The earth is everything that my home is not. It's soft in the places that the dreaming is hard. It thrives off of collaboration, off of unity, off of an understanding of your fellow creatures. There's creativity that isn't chaotic. There's nature instead of inorganic, heartless metal. Light instead of darkness. And darkness where there's blindingly fluorescent light.
But so isn't that what is being worked towards then by our government? Like nature, the whole growing things is being stamped out?
The dreaming isn't just about monsters and fighting. It's a shadow that it can infect anyone, and it doesn't have to be flashy. It doesn't have to be violent. It can be quieter, more subtle.
It's kind of the oncoming storm.
Ah, good.
It's I am so concerned that we are in so far over our heads. And I can't punch like you, or
I can't sing
time
like you.
shift. Okay, there's going to come a time when me singing at the enemy is just going to get me killed. And I'm okay with that if it saves
I'm
other
not.
people. But I can't do anything to actually stem the tide of what's coming.
You
And
are
if this is the
scientist.
government, and if this is some, the military that is actively testing this and possibly working towards this incursion,
You are working with organisms, with plants, with life. You are the next generation of the best parts of Earth. And giving in to hopelessness is exactly what the dreaming wants. It is exactly what it is built on.
You're right. I'm sorry.
No.
It's been a very stressful day.
Nif, look at me. If you ever apologize to me again, I will start biting. Not you necessarily. I will just start biting. You don't need to apologize to me. That's why our rivalry works so well. You don't apologize to me, I don't apologize to you. We both understand that
I
we
mean,
care about each
I
other
guess I
and we
need to
value
stay
each other.
strong because if I'm a weak opponent, if I'm a weak rival, then you have nothing to work towards.
Exactly. I can't have my rival being weak, now can I?
It's very, eventually I am going to have to figure out how to throw a punch.
I can
Um,
teach you.
I don't think these teeth are good for biting, though.
Any teeth are good for biting if you do it hard enough.
Okay, so
My life philosophy.
we need to figure out Our Lady of the Atom. We need to
And
figure out Storm Industries. We need to figure out what the interest of the military and Storm Industries is in this. We also need to figure out the what is the thing that's happening over the bay, because it sounds like that's where a lot of the
Mhm.
incursion is coming from. So, does anybody want to go to the beach?
I do love a good beach. Don't like the
Beach day?
sand though. The sand is coarse and very rough and irritating. It gets everywhere.
Yeah, you kind of have to just accept that fact. It's like if you want to put a little bit of glitter on, you just have to accept that you're going to be covered in glitter and
Hmm.
just go with it. You can always wash the sand off later,
Those
but
are
you just
Harry, you're
wise
have
breaking
to
my
words.
heart.
erase the sand.
Okay, so I think, okay,
All right, public library, first stop, start researching. And Nif, just so you know, there is strength in softness and strength in vulnerability. You are not weak for needing help or for needing friends. No wolf is a lone wolf. That's a stupid notion by stupid people. Everyone has a pack and everyone relies on them. It is a strength to do so. It is a privilege.
thank you. I appreciate the reminder. It's this shit is all getting really weird and big.
I don't think that a big shit would be very good for anyone.
Moments I wish I had a character in the scene to just talk through.
I mean, you could be Poppy's friend.
Yeah, at that point, Bobby's friend would show up at the door. He's like, I enjoy a big shit. And it's just
Really?
this man in like a hemp woven hat, long beard. He's got a joint in his mouth.
You must be full of shit then, sir.
Yeah, I need more fiber in my diet.
That sounds like a very pressing issue.
I think they have salads over at the Arby's.
They do, but they're not very good. I mean, nobody goes to Arby's for a salad, let's be real.
Beef and cheddar curly fries. Who doesn't love eating that roast beef?
I mean, I do love a good beef sandwich.
So,
This guy here, he's not going to introduce himself or anything. He says, "You're welcome to stay here, but I'm gonna go to sleep."
How can you sleep? It stinks here. Must be all the shit.
we're gonna go. We'll just go. We're gonna go. Come on, everybody, let's gather the rest of the food.
Gathering up all of the food, glaring at the guy the whole time, making sure that he doesn't take any.
He won't take any.
This
Thank you for
tiny,
letting us use
muscular
your place.
person.
He says, "No problems."
As they leave, Harry's gonna turn towards Calliope. What? What was with him? It seems like he was asleep, but awake at the same time.
Yeah. Um, I don't know that we're ready to introduce you to the plant that does that, but he's been smoking something that alters his mind a little bit.
Hmm.
His name's Jerry. He's a cool guy. He doesn't really care that we hang out here. Just as long as we leave him to sleep when he needs a nap.
So he's a plant person who likes to be left alone. We should probably leave him alone then.
Yeah, yes, Carrie. That great job.
Thank you. I do my best.
I feel like you've really come a long ways in your sense of humor.
Yes, there's been a lot of growth.
It's like you set them up for that one. So library?
Library.
Library.
Are we all going?
If y'all want to.
I mean,
Uh, what-
library first, then, I'm just trying to figure out, like, do we have time to sleep? Because we really need to go to the library. We really need to check out the old physics building. We really need to go to the bay.
A lot. It's a lot.
My philosophy is that I will sleep when I am dead, and I haven't died yet.
Despite 22 fake attempts.
Well,
What
no. I
time?
faked my death, which doesn't count as real death. I feel like that doesn't count towards my tally. It was self-inflicted. Once I even cut off a finger to make sure it was believable.
That's commitment. Jeez.
It grew back. It was fine.
Us mere mortals
Wow.
do need sleep, though. Also,
Yeah, like what
I feel like
time of day is it?
Carrie, you are you're looking a little worse for wear.
Oh, I'm in an incredible amount of pain right now.
I think you also could use some rest.
I think that I'm fine. Carrie coughs up a bit of blood.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the library stuff now. And then we're gonna go and rest. And we're gonna go rest early so that we can get up in the middle of the night to go and check out the old physics building. When it's dark and there are fewer people, less likely that the police will see us.
Sounds
I
good to
do
me.
love a good night visit.
Night mission.
Absolutely. We will be stealthy. We will be sneaky. Things we are all very good at.
Yes, we are all
like an
good at
afternoon
being
nap?
stealthy and sneaky.
What was that from Calliope?
So like an afternoon nap?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what's going on here?
It's probably getting closer to evening by this point.
Yeah,
so-
because
Okay.
I think Janice and Carrie have plans.
Oh, yes, we do. We're going to
Oh, yeah,
watch a
movie.
movie.
Oh, yeah.
While they're doing that, do you want to go and check out the bay with me? We can go to the beach.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ooh, that's a good
So you don't
idea.
have to-
Divide and conquer.
So you don't have to go to the beach.
Oh, you could tell your mother that you're going to be exercising on the beach, and then she will go, fantastic! Yay, I've worked! My stupid juice diet has finally cleansed everything! And then she'll go and, I don't know, burn some villagers or eat their souls or whatever monsters like that do.
I don't think she's quite at that level of monsters yet. But yeah, I'm going to make sure to take a very strategic selfie while at the beach to send to my
I
mother.
will take all the pictures you need.
In fact, I'll tell her that you took me there to work out, and then she'll love you too. Apparently, I
mean-
need to make friends that are concerned about my health, according to my mother.
I'm going to bite her. I'm going to bite her, and then I will be concerned about her health.
I mean, I'm happy to. I don't think I'm the person, Niff, kind of very curvy, very kind of like tummy and belly and like very like hourglass, but like lots of love and, lots of love handle. It's, a whole love cabinet there. So yeah, just like, I don't think I'm the person that you want to introduce to your mother as the one helping you unless, I can tell her that we're on a diet together if you want.
I mean, I think just saying that I'm somewhere with a friend will be sufficient.
Sure. And I'll take good pictures of you.
Ooh, you can put them
Fantastic.
on your Instagram.
I could put them on my Instagram.
All
So
right.
the library first for
Library
Library first, and then we'll divide and conquer.
Separate adventures. Yeah.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Right. Instead of having y'all do the full investigation, we'll save that for when we do downtime next episode. But
Yes.
you do look it up and you find some information on this.
Oh, I gotta get my notes.
You do find information on this company. It was started in the 80s by this man, Albert Storm, who
And
is
Albert is spelled the normal way?
Albert is spelled the normal way.
Okay. Sometimes there's an extra L. I had to make sure.
Really? Never
Yeah.
seen that variation. Cool.
Albert.
I've seen a
Albert.
lot of it, like extra L, U instead of E.
Albert.
I've never seen that variation.
You didn't say where the extra L might be.
That's true. That's true. I didn't give that
Albertal.
information away.
Albert.
Albertal. Albertal is actually a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Lalbert.
That's the evolution.
Yeah, who is an alumnus of UC Santa Marta.
All right. Any pictures of Mr. Albert?
Yes, he is a middle-aged man, a middle-aged white man. He has,
Of course he is.
he's got salt and pepper hair in the picture. It's very like corporate. He has like a suit and it's like just a gray background. And he's sitting there giving a very charming smile and very clean-cut hair. And yeah, that's the picture of
Can we
him
see what he graduated with? What his degree is in?
his degree would be in mechanical engineering.
Okay. Oh, Janice, there could be a wing of the building or something named after this man. Should investigate that.
Absolutely.
So there's not like, would he have been in the physics stuff?
That's a hard maybe. You would have to
Okay.
dig further for that.
I mean, so this is out of character talking as someone who was an engineering student. He would have definitely been in the physics department because everything overlaps with physics. Every STEM degree overlaps with physics. It is inescapable.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's just me and my carrots.
But I can't say that because Carrie doesn't know that.
Carrie
Carrie,
yeah,
I should have chosen a STEM major for Carrie.
Janice will say it.
Janice would know that. Janice would know that.
Yeah, Janice will say that.
Janice, how much time do you spend with the physics department?
Oh, tons. I mean, with robotics and electronics, there's just a ton of overlap with the physics department. With any STEM major, really.
I just spelled physics as psychics, and I need everyone to know that.
Yeah, I'm a psychics major.
Wait, I want to backtrack. Was Nif just implying that working on her carrots was the same as like a STEM major? Like a
I mean,
plant STEM?
Nip didn't say that out loud because Elle is not in the game talking about STEM majors.
Okay.
Also, Nif is a botanist. Like Nif
True.
is a STEAM,
Yeah,
Nif is a scientist. But yes, a STEM degree. Absolutely.
I mean, of course she's a STEM scientist. She's a botanist.
Yeah, plant stems. I love it.
Yep. Absolutely. Can I look and see if there's any like microfiche or anything like old college
Yeah,
papers that from that time that maybe he's in a picture.
in in a student organization.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say let's table that for next session as
Okay.
you like actually do more investigating because I want y'all to be able to ask your questions about this.
That's so
Um,
fair, yeah.
I will lay down the string for you to pick this up, but we should probably pick that up next session. So
We're
as-
just trying to get all the free information that we can.
I know. Y'all have a life to attend to though. Like
We do. Real
and
quick, right before we go, I do have one question.
Mhm.
Are there any like CFOs, other partners in Storm Industries besides Mr. Albert Storm. Mr. Dr. Albert Storm? Does he have a PhD?
He doesn't have a PhD that you notice.
Oh, okay. He's just a pleb then.
Yeah. Um,
What a fool. Started a company, doesn't even have a
yeah,
PhD.
there is a full board. Most of them are white men, and there's a couple of white women. So, but it's pretty normal.
Harry writes down every name on the board
Mm.
into a checklist, including Albert Storm himself, and is just going to put the checklist away in their jacket.
I think the last thing, y'all finish up at the library and um you have a movie night
Mhm.
with your roommate. Um,
And Janice.
and
Janice is very
James.
important.
Yes. So you show up to your apartment. And Janice, I assume, comes with you directly. Yeah.
I assume so, yeah.
Okay. Um, you are greeted at the door. You don't see Reese initially, but you do see his boyfriend Chuck is here.
Oh, hello, Chuck.
Harry, yes. I got one of the classic Godzilla movies. Just like
Oh, which one did
true-
you get?
Um, I didn't look this up as the director, but like, so
Do you want me to give you like
if you have one in particular, yes.
I feel like Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, is really good. Mothra versus Godzilla is also a really good one, but that
Mothra was the one that came up, and I'm just like, but I don't have enough knowledge to like
yeah,
actually say for sure.
Mothra versus Godzilla is pretty good. It's from 1964. It's like got that real like good classic Godzilla spirit.
Yeah, so I knew you would appreciate this so much.
Uh-huh. This is very good. I'm very excited about this. I love classic Godzilla movies.
And I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself, and like Chuck will reach out to Janice and like shake your hand awkwardly.
Janice meets him with equal awkwardness. It's almost like competitive. Hi,
is
Chuck. I'm
Janice.
Janice.
Yeah, she's my friend.
I'm her friend. We're friends.
I love the overlapping like secondary circle friends like meeting each other. Reese will come out and say, "Hey, you're here. You're good. I bought popcorn and ice cream and everything you had asked for."
Thank you. This is going to be delightful.
And Reese will kind of say, "Are you okay?"
Oh, could we talk about this in another room, perhaps?
Yeah, yeah. Well, we can also just talk about it later. That if you want to, if you
All
want
right, yes. I'm happy to talk about this later. That's actually preferred. I'm happy to talk about this later.
to. Okay. How about I get the popcorn popping? It's just it'll make things go smoother.
All right. Yes, I do apologize for blowing up a microwave, but I did pay for it.
I feel like there's a list of like overlapping sticky notes about things about how to use the microwave.
Oh
That's all.
yeah, there's like it fully covers the glass of the microwave. At this point, all of the notes about how to use the microwave. The biggest ones are no metal in microwave. This includes silverware.
So you pop popcorn, pour it over your ice cream. There is
Yes.
chocolate and caramel sauces.
The way that Carrie does it, Carrie puts some ice cream down, puts popcorn down, puts a little bit more ice cream down, and then puts caramel and then chocolate, and then tops it with a little bit more popcorn and a little bit more caramel and a little bit more chocolate, in case anyone wants to recreate this experiment.
What does Janice think of this concoction?
Janice is like repulsed, but like intrigued. Like she
Harry
really
is-
appreciates like the experiment. And
Harry is so proud of this creation.
And Janice wants to be really supportive of Carrie, so she's like, yeah.
I love that.
I think ultimately you all have a wonderful, cozy movie night where Carrie and Chuck talk over the whole movie.
Oh yeah, they talk about all of the effects and how they were done and how it like ripples into the modern day Godzilla movies. And when the lights are down and the noises are loud, I think that Carrie cries a little bit.
And I think we end on that scene for tonight. This was such a good session, y'all.
Woo!
I
Had to have some crying.
I know. It's such a cute place to end it. So let's go ahead and do our outros. I have forgotten who that starts with.
That would be you as the DM.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll do it at the end. I'll wrap it up. So yeah.
Okay. Oh, right. Then it's me. Hi, my name is Chantel. My pronouns are they, them. I play Nif, aka Concordia, the Harmony. This is time you're able to advertise your other things. I have nothing else. Um, I have nothing else. But hey, if you enjoy me, you're welcome to find me here on Tuesday nights, doing this fun game thing and crying.
All right. Hi, everybody. I am Elle. If you would like to see if I will continue to be Elle, you can find me at Sapphic Soulful, at Soulful Sapphic on the social medias. Today, I have played Carrie, aka Lycos, aka someone who projects onto Godzilla. They are doing their absolute best, which is middling sometimes, but they're sure doing it. You can find me here every Tuesday playing this lovely game with these lovely people. You can find me tomorrow, actually, with the premiere of our new arc for Tales of Exandria's Shadows of the Lost. We just fought a storm giant. It went really poorly, but we succeeded in the trial, so yay. We're heading out of Zephyra. We're going to new heights. We're going to kill bandits. We're going to make money, hopefully. We have a hapless NPC who is following us around. He's definitely going to die. I play Leah, the Eladrin Circle of Stars druid, who is totally fine, guys. Don't look at the fact that she can't shift by the seasons anymore. That's a totally normal thing that happens to all Eladrin. And then you can find me, that's on Bardic Inspiration Network. It is 7 Eastern, yes. And then also on Bardic Inspiration Network next Monday at 10 Eastern, we have Power Rangers, Lightspeed Reignited. The Lightspeed heroes failed. A bunch of them died. Whoa! But now there are new Lightspeed heroes and an accidental love triangle between a man, his fiance, and that fiance's best friend. It's gay though, so it's okay. I played the best friends. Keegan Cunningham. I forgot their last name. They're the new Red Ranger. They're doing their best. They're a little bit in love with their best friend, but nobody needs to know. And then on Wednesday, we may not have that actually. Never mind. Doodly doodly doo. That's all I have. Woo!
I have to follow that like every week.
I can move you up in this list.
I'm Dozens. Tonight I have been playing Janice Quinn, time traveler and girl scientist, and Kronos. Find me here on Twitch. I stream sometimes, mostly Minecraft and video games, as Dozens here. You can find my tabletop games at dozens.itch.io. And connect with me on Mastodon at dozens at tiny.tilde.website.
I'm Siliqui Jaden. You can find me everywhere online as Fat Sapphic Bro. I mostly hang out on TikTok and make a variety of content and keep a lovely weight loss free page. So come hang out with me if you would like that. As for streaming, I'm here on Twitch most Sundays, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., most Mondays, 3 to 6 p.m., and most Tuesdays from 6 to 9 p.m., all Pacific Standard Time. Thanks.
And hi, folks. I'm Archangelic. You can find me mostly here on Sunday nights running Era of the Dragons, Tuesday nights running this game for these wonderful people. Thank you, wonderful people. You can also find many links for me on my website, archangelic.space. I am also breaking into professional GMing on startplaying.games. If you're interested in having me GM a game for you, check me out, startplaying.games/GM/archangelic. If you've missed any of our games, you can check them out on our YouTube. The link for that is in our link tree in the chat. We also have a podcast version of this game. You can search up An Empty Dream wherever you can find podcasts. If you want to support this game and other possible future projects, you can support us on Patreon. We have our after show on Patreon that will always be free, but we welcome your support regardless. The link for that is also in our link tree. Oh, goodness. Lastly, thank you, Polygeist, for helping us stream this show. We all appreciate you. We could not do this without you. Thank you all again for tuning in. We love you, and we hope to see you next time. Bye, y'all.
Go coconuts!
Go coconuts!
Go coconuts!